Morning, Roy. Happy Thanksgiving Eve.
Yeah, good morning. Some weeks you're like, wow, it's like only Tuesday, and now this week is just feels like it's flying by with the
Yeah,
shortened holiday week. And this is obviously our last show of the week, so um,
yeah. Let me turn this. I got this thing on a little.
yeah, ended on a positive note, hopefully.
Well, we were running along here. We were up decent a bit, and then we're not decent. We were up a little bit. Took one of three off, and we're just chilling here now. Hopefully, we can pop back up. Bookmap saying we can go to 60-40, then 60-45 are the two spots really to look at.
Wow.
We'll see. CBD's holding negative, like I told Roy pre-stream. For some reason, CBD has been negative all morning, and not quite understand it after the move up, but it is. But
Yeah.
anyway, we've had some data this morning already. We Let's run through it real quick. We had initial jobless claims came out. Here's all your top stories. PCE prices 1.5, forecast 1.5, GDP deflation, retail. You had durable goods. Initial jobless claims came out. 213,000. Forecast was 215,000. Previous 213. So there was that. U.S. GDP quarter over quarter, second estimate. Actual 2.8. Forecast 2.8. Previous 2.8. So nothing really crazy on the data. We do have PCE coming out at 9 o'clock this morning. Get ready for that. Chicago PMI coming at 8:45. We got a lot coming out at 9 here. With that, existing home sales, pending home sales, excuse me. Then you got your 4-week bill auctions. You got your 7-year high auctions today. Just a busy day. Today's the last really full day before Thanksgiving, and I look for volume to be pretty low today. Don't look for much to happen.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
kind of a
not
weird,
saying there won't be much to happen. There won't be much volume to it.
right? Just a weird host of data that's not at its normal times, right? That PCE and the consumer spending data kind of sneaking in there. So
Yeah, well, it's not its normal time because it's actually not its normal day. So,
right. I mean, it's all out of whack.
so
So
yeah, it's throwing everything off a little. But I mean, like I said, volume is going to be poo poo today. So
yeah.
today will probably be your lowest volume day of the year. Good morning, Hope Garnet. Good morning. We actually
Oh,
had a
oh,
question.
oh.
Uh, I'm gonna need you to look at in the overnight. Somebody asked a question about some crypto wallets, and that is all you, not me. So
Okay. What was the question?
we'll have to look at it later, so you can get to it.
Okay.
You'll
All right.
need to write this down. This is gonna take a minute, I think.
Okay.
Gonna take
So
a minute.
we've got a drop starting for the day, but I mean, with all the data, I mean, you kind of feel like it should just be more of a combine day to if you're really going to push it, right?
Yeah, we're in exit phase here. I was actually trying to be quick with it and get in, get out. I did on the other guys over there. Just didn't do it on this one right. Didn't execute it perfect on this side. So hoping we can get a little pop here. Their orders are looking a little bit different now, so they're moving them a little bit. So yeah, took me out there. But we had to stop, so we're 170 now. It's not a bad day.
No,
Might
not at
not
all.
might not do much more with it, to be honest with you. We do. We're gonna wait. We just broke VWAP, breaking 21 down, so we could have a nice little move down here.
Yeah, and
Could.
at the UK Open, the VIX Open, you had that drop down. I didn't see any data that really pushed that to do that, so it was kind of an
No.
interesting spot. Again, that 40 being the spot that it likes to reject at.
Yeah, right here. We could draw a line there. Right there that's your overnight high. So I mean, no, sorry, that's your yesterday's close.
Hmm.
So if you see what it's doing, it came up now. It's struggling to get above that close. So that probably would not be a bad spot to draw a little line there, so we kind of see. Well, we got a couple lines there. I forgot we drew this one for yesterday.
Yeah.
There's the top there. There's a
And yeah,
pre-market. Probably can kill that one.
yeah, so say you probably kill that. But it's interesting is if you take the close and then you go down, you kind of have this downward channel, maybe
Yeah. Yep.
especially given the
There you go.
rejection that just happened. Yeah.
Yeah, try to break out there. You couldn't do it. So
Yeah.
coming up on the 200 here, if we look, I'm not probably wait now since we're this close. I would like to scalp another. If it would break that, I wouldn't mind scalping a short if it's there. It's got to continue this momentum though. We can't go in just willy nilly.
Yeah.
But when Roy starts going through this stuff, everybody that does watch what I do, if we break this 200 and we hold it, I'm more than likely we'll try to get a short to see if we can come down to. You got orders a little above this, but all the way to it down to this 25 area is actually a good spot looking at bookmap.
I mean, it feels like it'd just be poetic going into Thanksgiving at 6,000, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's go through some of my let's go through some Mag 7 stuff. There's ES and Q's down a little bit more than ES over in the overnight. It's 0.26, whereas ES is down 0.01%. So 55 points showing that tech showing a little bit of weakness. Interestingly enough, though, VIX is at the bottom of its, well, near its bottom of its the session. So we had a gap up in the overnight, and it's come right back down. So keeping an eye on the VIX, see if it can hold 14. Looks like it likes that 14 area, but the low yesterday was at 1388. So with a low VIX, what that means is you will get puts being bought as insurance, not so much as bets that the market's going to go down. Flipping over to Mag 7, you got Apple that just kind of went poo-poo in pre-market right now. It's down 0.5%. Moving over to NVIDIA, continuing to struggle. A little bit of a longer period for NVIDIA to go down than normal, right? It's at 135. It's down another percent. We go to the hourly chart on NVIDIA, which is, pretty interesting for me, is you had the peak of the all-time high, and then you've just kind of been trailing down the last 3-4 days. You are approaching a 50-day moving average here, which is 134.65. So number to keep a lookout, see if NVIDIA can gain some traction there, gain some support. But NVIDIA definitely the laggard recently. Microsoft down 0.5%. Not too bad, given it had a nice move up yesterday from it finally broke that 420. And let's see, it closed above 420, actually closed above 425. So we'll see if it can hold those levels going into today. But a strong move on Microsoft yesterday. Google's climbing its way back. Every time it comes back down, it finds its groove. So Google's on a nice uptrend over the last few days. It's up basically flat today, but let's see if it can hold its gains. Amazon had a huge day yesterday. I mean, it jumped from 200 to almost 208, I believe. Yeah, 208. And so it is on its just strong path back up to its all-time high, which I believe was set a few days ago at 220. Yeah, I actually traded Amazon given Black Friday and that kind of momentum catalyst trade. I'm all out of Amazon now, but it was a nice trade for me this week. Meta got some traction again yesterday, and it was up 1.5%, and it's holding those gains. Basically, going to open up flat, and then the volatile Tesla. Tesla was down back under 340, but now in pre-market it popped back above 340. So we'll see as Tesla continues to battle 340 and 350.
Hey, Roy, I think we go back to Tesla. I think we might be at the top of the market. I saw yesterday on Facebook somebody had said, bought Tesla at 340. What do I do? I was like, Lord have mercy. Here we are. This is where we're at. We're buying Tesla at the top. So
yeah, There's been a few of those little hints, as obviously Twitter X, whatever you want to call it, curates your feed based on your interest. And obviously, I get a lot of financial and investing stuff, but there's been a lot of not our accounts that don't normally talk about finance starting to talk about finance. So that's always been kind of a signal to me that, uh-oh.
That's always your first sign right
Yeah.
there.
And a lot of that is a good segue into coin. I'm in a long in coin on this paper trading account. Not doing bad on the paper trading account, by the way. But yeah, so coin has recovered a bit. Yesterday it got all the way down to 90,600. And you thought the world was ending the way people were reacting, but we're climbing back up to 94,000. So you're seeing coin base recover a bit as it got clipped all the way down to 290 yesterday at the close, and then popped right back up. AMD continues to just baffle me. Yesterday I thought we had it. I thought I was good to go. Opening up around 143 and then just off a cliff. So it dropped $6. Closed the day down 2.5%. It's down 0.2% here. So AMD and 140 just not friends right now. That's clearly resistance for it. Solana got hit. Um, it has not quite recovered like Bitcoin has, but it got hit from its highs and slight trend up. But you're seeing Solana get some traction. That's the meme stock plays. Nuclear and crypto miners or AI value plays, I should say, are all kind of trending up. You've got, let's see, Micron slightly down. Actually, I was swinging Micron, so I need to move that one up. Live adjusting. And let's go to gold. So gold, I believe, had a pretty violent move down and then back up in a hurry. Trying to zoom in on the stick, if you can see it right there. So it gapped up overnight, which gapping up on gold is pretty remarkable, as Monty can attest. I mean, what is that, an hour?
Yeah.
And it gaps up 20 points, held it, and then pushed up. So this could be that, if you kind of zoom out even more, you've got this cup. There could be your handle being formed right here. And so you could have your breakout coming up higher, which not the timing of it is very interesting. I'll say that, given the end of the year, the holidays, the war talk, all that fun stuff, the Trump tariffs that seem to be, the threats seem to work from the Mexico standpoint. So the market's kind of calmed down on that threat that tariffs would actually happen. So yeah, we got about 15 minutes. So the big thing today, Monty, is just all the data. I mean, so much data. You got data coming out in 30 minutes. You got data coming out in 45 minutes. You got the open in 15 minutes. So, I mean, looking at your chart, and I'll switch back over, it looks like that 200 is holding.
Yep.
And a nice candle off of it. But that would be my spot as well that I would look to, if I wanted to go short, is it needs to break that 200.
Yep. At 200, it's a sneaky little moving average there that a lot of people don't pay attention to, but algos obviously do. So that's what we're worried about.
Yeah, I'm going to keep it light today. I mean, I don't want to ruin a holiday weekend going on tilt.
We need
Killing.
one.
So I'm not at home, so I can't quite be myself if things
I
go.
like this VWAP break here, to be honest with you, back up. So we'll see if it can hold. You got 40 and 45 back on the table again, so we'll see.
Yeah, heading into the open. Traditionally, you do get a little bit of a pop at the open, so if it can hold VWAP, that's not a bad move. And you have a candle by candle here. Granted, it's
Yeah,
pre-market.
Yeah, we do.
This is how we talk ourselves into things. And then VIX is under 14, 13.99. What other things I can throw at you to make you do it?
I've already done it.
Oh, okay.
Now it's going to go against me, but hey, it is what it is. You only live once, right?
YOLO. What's your stop? I know you just kind of set it down there, but realistically,
A little bit. I want to make sure anything, if it drops below this 200, I'll cut it, but I got it right below there. You got the 200 at 32. I got my stop at 31.25. So. Look for this to hold. CVD's kind of popped back up, but you got some orders pop in. These orders right here kind of popped in, and you had this 100 pop in there. So we'll see what it does. If that pushes it up or down or sideways or what it does.
a slight tick up in the VIX, back over 14, but 1403, nothing panic about.
Yeah, and CVD got all the way up to like 22, negative 2200, and it came all the way back to negative 1200 on this little move here. So they're actually showing a tad bit of strength in it right now. So that's why we popped into it. But you take that strength, you take that into open, could see a nice pop. Now it might reverse pretty quick, so we have to need to keep our take profit pretty close, pretty handy. And so we got it up at that 41.50 right now. I don't know if it can get above 40, to be honest with you, if it gets up there. But first thing we'd have to break this 38.25. Which, if that's the case, we would take one off up there. Let's see, 38.25. Oop, I don't want to. We change that. And there would be our first take profit. Then our second take profit, we could actually move up. That way, if we got a runner, we move it all the way up to here. I actually put it where those orders are at 45.
Yeah, I mean, I like a move if it does get some strength to pop back up to that 40.
Yeah, I just don't know if it can get past the 40. So if we do get to that 40, what I'll do is I'll take profit on one, and then I'll start trailing the last one up.
Perfect. Give me 1 second. Let me shut the store.
You're good. If you look over to the right, look at my screen to the right, you got 40, you got 400 orders, 39.75, you got 235 orders. So you got the orders up here to pull it if it wants to go that way. But this is probably going to be could be my only trade of the day here, or after my last trade of the day. Not my only, but my last. I did take a couple early this morning. If we can get one pop here and get out, we'll go into, like Roy said, we'll go into the weekend all happy, ready to get fat, eating all kind of food.
You cooking?
Yes, I'm cooking. We tailgate for the football game, which is Friday this year instead of Thanksgiving night. But we're doing the big spread out there, the whole Thanksgiving meal.
Oh, wow. Nice. Yeah. The weather is going to be cold.
That's going to be poo-poo.
Yeah.
Hate it. But they have taken, fingers crossed, knock on wood, whatever I got to do, they've taken the rain out of the forecast for that day. So
all right.
Usually we get rain and cold on that day. But hey, we've been lucky this year in our football tailgating stuff. This would be our first cold game of the year, and it's the last game. So
yeah,
typically we have at least 3 cold games. So we have not.
That reminds me, I've got to get my picks organized.
VIX had an ugly move down below, and that's back at 13.99. But ES didn't really do anything off that. Now it's back down to 13.96. So let's see if they can 1389, I guess, is the low of the morning, or yesterday's low. See if they can get it down there and pop this thing up. It's not making sense to me though right now. This early, and we still got 9 minutes to open, so we'll see. We'll see what happens here.
Well, as we wait for our open, what were your thoughts on Ole Miss's rankings? Thought it was fair. Thought it was good.
I was a little shocked.
I was a little shocked too.
I was expecting. I was expecting to go down to 16 or so. Wasn't expecting to stay there. That's striking distance still within the playoffs, and you don't need a ton of chaos to happen now. A little bit of chaos, but not a ton of chaos.
And it's rivalry week, so yeah.
It is a rivalry week. But we need some of the rivals. I think I have a list. If anybody, Dirty Hair, if you're on here, Neil knows. First thing he woke up Sunday morning, he asked me, he's like, "Well, I know if you looked, who all's got to lose? You ought to get in there." Because he knows that if I'm pulling, I don't ever pull for like a random team, but I will pull against a random team, if that makes sense. Roy knows what I mean by saying that.
Yep.
So a lot has to happen. The Boise State-Oregon game really doesn't matter to me because one of the group of, one of those groups, small, what are they called? Group of five, whatever. One of them, or non-group of five. One of those are going to get in. So
yeah,
it could be Boise State right there. So just stay where you're at. I need Georgia to go and take care of Georgia Tech. We don't need 3, 4, 5, 3-loss SEC teams. That would be just turmoil. Michigan, Ohio State, don't care about. I need Vanderbilt to beat Tennessee. That would be an awesome one. That's like number one request right there. I think I need South Carolina just going to take Clemson out, but I'm not sure because Miami's going to get whoever wins the ACC is going to get the automatic bid. We don't need a bid stealer with Clemson. So, but does South Carolina jump us then, even though we beat South Carolina?
That's the fear.
That is the fear. USC knocking Notre Dame off, which is not which I would say is it's not like likely, but there's a good chance it could happen. Probably a 42% chance it could happen. So I need that one to happen. Syracuse, Miami doesn't really care. If Cal could beat SMU, that would probably be a little helpful there. That's another ACC team now in the mix. So we need them out.
Well, I think SMU's what you would need there is you're just hoping that one ACC team gets in, because I think right now they've got 2 pretty much penciled in.
Also, well, no, actually, I have 3 right now penciled in: Miami, SMU, and Clemson.
Oh, Clemson is a sneaky spot. Yeah.
So, well, it was Clemson 12. If Clemson was 12, they're first out, but they're still ahead of us. So I need Clemson to go.
Mm-hmm.
And then I am probably the biggest Hugh Freeze fan that I've ever been since he was at Ole Miss this weekend. War Eagle, go Tigers, whatever the hell they say. Let's do it to take them out.
I think the whole world is on the Hugh Freeze bandwagon right now, except people in Tuscaloosa.
Yeah. I mean, can you imagine a 4-loss Bama team?
Oh,
fans are already pissed off enough with a 3-loss Bama team.
I'm gonna stick with my 2 picks in college this week.
Yeah, Dirty Harry said he's not even back to football. He said I had not seen. Yeah, we're still at 14. Yeah, so when me and Neil's discussion Sunday morning is like, all right, where would you feel comfortable? I said if we can get in at 14, I would feel we still have a legitimate chance to get in.
Mm-hmm.
And here we come at 14, so I think we have a legitimate chance. Do we deserve it? We should have took care of Florida. Shouldn't have lost Oklahoma. Shouldn't have lost LSU. So shouldn't even be in this discussion. But here we are. So what do we do?
But the good thing is the 12 team playoff offers all these opportunities. So
this is a thing that that killed me. I don't know if you remember last year. All the pundits were like, "This will kill the regular season in college football."
Yeah,
This
no.
has been one of the most exciting regular season of football I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, because everybody's, you get one slip up and it's not the end of your season.
And everybody just Dirty Harry is a Mississippi State fan, and the Egg Bowl is Friday between Ole Miss and Mississippi State. So come with upset on Friday. Is there some more games that I'm missing? Because I don't see an upset in the 2:30 game. There's got to be a game somewhere else where there's going to be an upset, right?
Got to. I've got my picks lined up, so I'm working on that real quick. Let me finish up.
Well, the VIX is still holding 1396. ES is kind of just playing around its EMA cluster up here. We've got 3.5 minutes to open. So come on, give us that pre-open pop that we come to expect. Pop it up to 45. Make me happy. Get me out of all these trades and all that good stuff. Then do whatever the heck you want to do. Unless y'all are in something, I'm root for all our people here. Root for all our peoples. Hope everybody has a fantastic day. If you are trading, look, here's some stock advice for you, some futures trading advice. Take this week off next year.
Yes.
You run into there's limited volume. You've got seriously when you go to these big institutions, you got interns running the place this week. This is a week they give some upstart a chance to go in there. Hey, do what you want to do. Here's whatever, a little bit of money. Go in there and see if you can make us some money. These guys are trying to move up in the world. So just know that right now. So there's no need to trade it. We're trading it because we're degenerates, but everybody doesn't need to be degenerates.
Yeah, no, I think that was a goal that we had actually mentioned. Maybe it was off stream, maybe it was yesterday. I don't know. We said, next year the goal should be not to trade this at all.
Yeah,
should have big enough wins throughout the year that you're not feeling forced. Not that we're forced to trade, but don't feel the need to trade.
all right, we got a minute and 45 seconds, and we're getting a little volatility in here now. So let's see if they take us out of our stop loss before they pop this thing, or how they do it, how they go about it. But we're getting a minute and a half.
Not in love with this candle, but the VIX is not playing around, playing the same tune.
Yeah, you're just right now. You're getting a little fight. You're getting your MOO sorted out. So that's where we're at. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll be fine, I think. Unless we break that 200 now. Less than a minute here. Let's see if they can. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm not liking the way I like it to be moving in the direction at open, and they kind of run with it. So kind of coming down at open does not make me feel good. There's a little pop. A little pop there. We just can't get any momentum. CBD's come all the way back to 500 though. That tells you there could possibly be a pop at open. Well, it's back to 800 now, so negative 800. So it could be a drop at open. Well, here we go. We're going to find out right about now. Well,
it's kind of like that data. It just was like.
I don't know if you remember the open yesterday. It kind of did this yesterday.
Yeah.
Which tells you that this is not your normal day.
Yeah.
Normal volume, normal anything. This thing's fixing to drop. My goodness. What a drop, too. Man, you can chase this drop, probably.
Yeah, it's a strong drop. Only Tesla is green, back over 340. All the rest of Mag 7 dropped red. Data in 15 minutes and in 30 minutes. So if you are married to a direction, just know that those are coming.
Well, am I missing something on the VIX here?
Yeah, that's kind of what I was looking at. Is it's like VIX is just stuck.
Yeah, it's stuck there, right?
Yeah, just stuck.
Everything's moving but the VIX. There we go.
There it showed up.
And it popped, too.
And of course the market pops.
Which makes no sense when the VIX gaps up 30 cents.
Yeah.
$0.30. CBD is negative 1900. I just don't know if it's this is a strong move down, but my goodness, it's really weird looking, to be honest with you. That's popping back up. Trying to push it back down. CBD's holding 17, 18 negative 100.
I think your drop down is Nvidia. It's just a nasty candle right out the start, but it's starting to wick up. So that is one crazy wick that just happened.
Yeah. Annoying wick.
Yeah. So it reclaimed the 200 and it's now battling those EMAs at the top. Yeah, VIX with a nasty candle, holding 14 still, but not a strong candle.
This is what really pisses you off when you.
Yeah.
Because it stopped us out. Look at it. We would have hit our first target. No,
Yep.
not yet. We get close to it, though. Probably would have hit the first target. Dirty thing, you. Well, there's a lot of volatility in this candle. A lot of volatility in it.
Yeah, you just hate, like I said, I mean, you get stopped out and then it pops and it's now in a spot you can't really make heads or tails of it. You had one candle go break below 200 and then break back above VWAP.
Yeah, one candle. I mean, it is an open candle, but still. And look, folks, your odds are you do have a tad bit of volume that's open. Not a lot, but it's enough to say it's volume, but it should be weaning after this too, though. A lot of these people are in and out and done. So watch yourself.
That's the truth.
We're gonna wait and see if we can get a trend going before we do anything else here. We'll come back and test that 200 again, won't it?
Yeah, and that if that breaks, I think it may all make a little bit of sense.
Oh, this thing is just all over the place at open.
Well, it's a classic spot of why we should take the week off, right?
Yes, sir.
I mean, that is just those are the candles that we got yesterday that ate us up.
Yep.
And so just chilling. We got 10 minutes till data coming out, and then from after that, I mean, the PMI data will move it, and then the PCE data, of course, at 10 will
Yeah.
move it as well. So no point in rushing into anything.
No, I mean it's just right now it is what it is. So even when it's looking like they want to push, how low are they going to push it though? Is this it? Do they push it to 25? Do they break that 25 area and come all the way down to here before data? 23 to 20 area?
Yeah, it could be. I mean, flipping over to Tide, you're seeing calls dropping on both volume and on premium, but also our puts. Both are below the zero line. So that gives you how much confidence people have in the market right now. And then on SPY holdings,
Right.
you've got puts taking over, but still below the zero line. Still very early, still before data, but just the marks that you want to keep an eye on.
Yep. Well, we kind of got a zone lined out here, don't we?
Yeah.
I just don't. There goes VIX with a pop. Back to 1408. That was where it closed yesterday. So
It's
see if
too
we can get
close.
above it.
Yeah, it's
Do what?
too close to data for me. Because you could
Yeah.
get a retest of that 200 and rejection, but then data comes in and breaks all that technical analysis out of the window. At least on high leverage moves, right? It can just wick off and hit all your stuff.
Yeah. Well, you'll have another level somewhere they're going to.
Yeah. It's whether you can survive the move.
I just don't understand this. What's happening here? To be honest with you, I'm a little confused on. I guess the market's confused because it ain't running no way either. It's just kind of, hey, I'm gonna pop up and I'm gonna pop down. I'm gonna pop up, pop down, and I'm not gonna give you a good candle any of them.
Yeah, none of these candles have been great.
There's your move to the 200 again. I did not like it above that.
Yeah, objectively, that was where I would have shorted.
Yeah, like you said, it's not that close to that. We got enough time to scalp one out of here, don't we?
I think so. I think I'm going to give it a
Yeah,
go.
I'm not fooling with it yet. I'm gonna wait. You said it yesterday. It's got us in trouble yesterday.
Yeah.
We've already got two little losers in the books already. We don't need any more.
VIX holding above 14. Market Tide. Let's see if I can sort my windows a little bit better so I can get over there a little easier. There you go. So there's market tide. You got puts falling, call premium slightly dipping after a big rise, and then your call volume those dropping. And then on holdings, it just looks like exit stage left.
Yeah.
And a little bit of a drop. So
Right now, it's just no sense. And I mean, if you want to trade a 200, you want to trade your EMAs. If you have a certain thing you trade, way you trade it, by all means, stick to your plan. I don't like the movement we're getting out of these candles because it's just kind of all over the place. And you look at that one, just turned red and popped
yeah,
3 points, in a second. So
yeah. Coin getting some traction with Bitcoin continually pushing up. So let's see how high Bitcoin can get. Micron back under 100. or at 100. Got Tesla fallen right out the gate. So had a good start and then flop. Nvidia, though, is showing a little bit of signs of life on its bottom, little tweezer bottom here. So we'll see if it can push its way back up to the VWAP. But
We're
again,
still
still
rejecting
early.
200 over here on ES. It's
They're
crazy.
tempting you. They're just nudging you, aren't they?
Yeah, we just popped above it on that time though.
At 4 minutes still data. Now there's really no point in going in unless you want to get in for a quick gamble.
Yeah, let me step out for a second.
Yeah, no problem.
Talk through some stuff because I'm
I
going
got
to. I'm not going to trade guys for now. So step.
So we've got ES. We're closely watching as this data comes up. It's approaching VWAP here, getting kind of rejected here at these ribbons. This green that's on my chart for those that are watching, it's this long-term trend that I've drawn, uptrend, way back since, what was that, August? Yeah. So way back since August, and it's just kind of keeps re-entering that zone. So that's why you see this big green on my shorter time frame charts. Let's go back to it. And so as we're chopping, I mean, these are big candles to start the day. If you're in futures and in options and stuff, you're just getting chewed up with data. So you just want to, like I said, scale down, be smart. Don't rush into anything. Looking over at Mag 7, Nvidia is an interesting one to me. You can see it kind of wick down, starting to recover. It's now battling VWAP. Apple doing the exact opposite. It wicked up and is now coming down and testing VWAP. Or no, sorry, it broke under VWAP. Microsoft, you got another wick up coming back down. So you've got negative trends across the board. Google basically flat. Again, big candles like ES. Amazon selling off a little bit, maybe down almost 1%. Meta down almost 0.5%, and Tesla starting to get a little traction here, but started down. Let's see if it can go back up to 340. Bitcoin's the one. It's just trending its way back up since it hit that really 90 level down here earlier, and then got down to 92, and then is now bouncing up. And we'll see how that plays. And you've got Solana raging up as well, so your risk on is looking good. We'll switch over to market side. Got calls starting to rise here, puts starting to rise, so some bets coming in on the data, and your call volume's rising here. Same with holdings. You've got puts rising and calls rising, but put volume on SPY holdings is rising. So what that tells you is the general market, maybe kind of the smaller mid-cap stuff, is getting positive call buying. However, your big caps are not seeing that same trend as you're seeing puts rise above the zero line here. Yes, sir.
Whew.
Bring it to me. I'll fix it.
It said,
Hey, wait. Okay. Here you go.
And Roy's son makes his appearance.
Right as data's about to hit. This is vacation time, so let me take care of him real quick. I'll be right
do
back.
your thing, bro. You're good. So we do have data coming out. Let's see what it is here, folks. See what it is here. There's the forecast global GDP growth about 3% in 2025, with the U.S. slowing below 2% next year and China towards 4%. That just came out. The market is still doing its thing. I think here's your important data. We're looking for this core PCE. Nah, that's the one that's going to actually move the market, in my opinion, but we shall see. We're still going to sit here and wait. U.S. Chicago PMI came out at 40.2. Forecast is 45. Previous is 41.6. So a miss on PMI. He's right.
I tell you, the market's just not doing its thing on these data releases. Open data. I mean,
Yeah, I think that one was more of a. I don't think it. I think that was more of a nothing burger. I think that I was telling them when you was away a second ago. I think your PCE here is what's going to move. This was what they were waiting on.
yeah,
It's 9 o'clock data. So
we did hold the 200 though on that data.
held 200 very well.
Yeah.
But let's see what happens here. You got a little pop in the VIX back. 1406. CBD is negative 26, negative 2700.
Mm,
Yeah, make it make sense, huh?
what's Tide doing? Over to Tide, you got calls rising, puts dropping on the general market, and then on holdings, you've got puts falling now, calls slightly rising. Yeah, the market pushing up.
Yeah, I started taking along over here and I was like, no sense right now. I missed my boat. There was my take profit and everything done already.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
Nvidia.
I saw your market tie. Your market tie is what
Yeah,
just convinced me that we might need to look alongside.
I mean, if call volume can get going, you got a pretty strong move up that can happen. But we'll see. You got Tesla retested 340, rejected so far.
Oh my gosh, I hate myself. I was fixing to take a short and I didn't. That came back up, but that was a heck of a move. I would have took profit already on it. Heck of a move back up on it, though. My goodness.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty strong. You got 13 minutes for data.
Yeah.
We've said this before, but a lot of this trading game is watching and waiting.
Yeah, for sure.
Watching and waiting.
It's moving a lot.
Yeah. It's about as confused as we are, to be honest.
Yeah. Uh-uh.
You're cooking up something, aren't you?
I took a short on this other side over here, and I'm just trailing it super tight. So and we're guaranteed a couple $100 in this trade. Would like to get a little more out of it, but looks like it's gonna come back and hit me. Yep, got me there. I saw it. But I followed it. I did my rule. I followed it. I didn't let it run away. As soon as it turned green, I chased it all the way down. So I made sure it closed green.
Yeah, and it's holding above VWAP.
Yep.
Your Tide continues to kind of build call volume on the general market. Call premium dropped here, put premium rise, but your put volume kind of decreased. So,
Why don't we look what you're talking about?
oh, sorry. So this is SPY holdings here. The one screen world is really difficult right now for
Yeah.
me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is your general market, as you see, call volume rising. You got puts flattening out. Your Mag 7, Tesla's your only green, but you are seeing some signs of life from, well, you were with Nvidia. That's a nasty candle. There. Oh,
Yeah, we're taking a chance on a long here. It's a chance. We got 10 minutes of data. I'm hoping it's going to pop to that 40 level before data. That's all I'm looking for. I'm not looking for a lot. And actually, we're not going to let it run too far
yeah,
away
your
from it if it does.
VIX is just stuck in this like basically 10-cent range.
I'm not understanding the VIX moves at all, to be honest with you. And I'm definitely not understanding the delay in the VIX candles. I don't know where that's coming from. Don't know where that's coming from, but
We are
neither
right
here nor
under
there.
VWAP with 10 minutes before data. Basically,
CBD's
have gone.
negative 3,000. I think it's going to take me out.
Well, we've basically gone nowhere.
I'm really confused because if you go back to your tide,
Mm-hmm. Flip over
let's
to it.
see. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is your
Slight
general
dip
market,
here. Yeah, you're seeing a slight dip here in the calls.
and then there's your
And a major
put.
dip there in the call.
Yeah, there's your put volume increased finally here. So it was kind of trending up, and then bam, came back down.
Yeah, I'm sitting here looking at yeah, I knew that was coming. Looking at CBD over here. This thing's fixing I wouldn't be surprised if we go to this 25 this time.
Mm.
30 negative 3,600.
Yeah.
Well, the 200. We're gonna get it. And if it breaks back to VWAP, this is the end of our day here, folks. There's a candle we're looking at. Breaks above that candle, we'll call it. If it breaks down, CBD's still negative 36. This thing is just not giving us the move it should be giving off all the indicators I'm looking at. There's the break of the 200. The break of the 200 should send it, and it's not sending it. That's what's confusing me too. Of course, the VIX now has an ugly candle over here, so we're just getting mixed signals everywhere. CBD is negative, holding negative 3,700.
It's 7 minutes till data, so it'll be interesting to see. I imagine orders will clear.
Yeah, they will once you get closer to it.
So
You
you
just
get
had a
the
wall up here, though, that they just threw up. You got this 485 here. Look at all this. My gosh, that big cluster up there.
wow.
That's what worries me. It goes back to could come all the way back up to here, then come back. But then down here, look at all these orders stacked. Everything is saying this thing should be going down. That's my point. That is my point.
Yeah. Flipping over to Tide, you'll see that's the general market Tide, and you're seeing call premium dropping, call volume dropping, put premium rising, and then on holdings, it's just, I mean, it's puts in charge. So the big boys and ES is what we trade, as you had mentioned, and you look at that SPY price, right? You're at $600.31, so you're approaching 600 level.
CBD's gone negative 4,000, and we're not tanking.
Yeah, I mean, to me, the tide suggests that we should be dropping. CVD suggests we should be dropping. Maybe they're just waiting on data
I don't
to
know.
get. I don't know.
Only thing I can think of is maybe. I mean, it's look. We did say volume was going to be
Yeah.
a poo poo today, so volume is a poo poo.
Wow, iron's up 22% today. Holy moly!
What is?
Iron,
Oh,
Iris Energy. This is a
yeah,
lead special.
yeah.
Wow. Tell you, that guy, I can pick him. All right.
Well, we get it, and then the next candle's as expected, going to pop it back up.
Are you willing to hold this through data or no?
It's looking like it.
You got 5 minutes. It'll drop hard and take you out.
Hope so. Hope so. Negative 4,200 CBD. I'm not sure what's holding this thing up, to be honest with you. I am not sure what's holding this thing up above 25. It did break. Let's see if it can hold. It did break 200 this time, and it seems to be holding below the 200. So that's the first time we got a break and a hold.
Yeah,
See
I
if it
mean,
continues this.
if there was no data right here, you're taking the short 10 out of 10 times.
Yeah. Well, obviously with data, I'm taking the short.
Well, you're holding the short, I guess you'd say.
Oh.
Let's see what Tide's doing. Let's see what Tide's doing. We got general market Tide. Puts ticking down, calls slightly ticking up, but call volume staying muted. Just holdings. You got a little dip on puts, little dip on calls, and just a slight uptick in the call volume taking over the put volume, but the put volume still in control. So I imagine this SPY 600 is the happy zone. That's going to be the battle zone.
Yeah, probably. You got CBD negative 43, negative 42, kind of going back and forth between there. Just not getting the move. Looks like we might hold it through that.
Fun times.
I do not recommend this to everybody at home.
Well, it's nothing like a low volume day while holding through data.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. It's never advised to hold through data, no matter what you do. But
yeah,
I don't know. I think we've had some negative data this morning that kind of the market really hadn't reacted to yet. So we'll see if it builds up, and if we get just a little bit negative news, maybe it tanks it down, and we go back to yesterday's low.
Yeah, Nick Timmeros had put a tweet out yesterday. I'll have to find it and share it.
Oh my goodness!
He expected PCE to come in a little bit higher.
He is the Fed whisperer.
Yeah. But
and this thing is going to take me out before we get there. It looks like he's dirty dog. The only trade I'm in is what you see here. I'm not in anything else over there. Everything else is cleared out. Just hoping to get a drop here. Man, those orders up here. Lord have mercy. Look above. All those orders right there. But then you get all this right here. This. Nice little iceberg order there. 20. You got 312 orders sitting at 59.90, by the way.
Wow.
And then you got 276 sitting right below 59.95.
10 seconds to data. I'm going to read out the data so you can manage your trade. We'll be able to show it, and boom. Data still waiting. Come in.
Yeah. Orders cleared some and are not coming back. Here comes some now.
My Trader Hub's frozen. Just a white screen. Come on. Come on.
PCA year-over-year 2.3, forecast 2.3, previous 2.1.
Okay. So came in
2, forecast 0.2, previous 0.2. 0.3, 0.3, 0.3, 0.4, 0.4, 0.5. So
all in line.
all in line, yeah.
Personal consumption went down a tick. It was 0.1 versus 0.2 forecasted. Pending home sales at 2%. Forecast was negative 2%.
Home sales have been strong here lately, and I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know why either. Maybe people are thinking that their rate is lower when it's not.
We can ask Dirty Harry. He's our
Yeah.
expert.
Yeah. Let us know.
Yeah, Harry, if there's something that we're missing with the home sales, please let us know what's happening. Why it keeps beating estimates every time.
Here's a nice drop. Nice drop.
All right. Worst case, we're going to put this at break even. If it takes us out, I mean, I've done my part. We're actually going to move it into a profit a little bit. Guaranteed $75. Whatever happens, happens. It's a green trade no matter what. Makes me feel better about myself.
Approaching session low. Sorry, the open market session low here, orb low.
Yeah.
You can break this here.
If it breaks this 25, we're going down to 20 at least. Could see. Harry says rates still high, volume low. I mean, I know rates are still high, but damn, they're beating. And I don't know what, we're going over last year's numbers, so
True.
I don't know if last year was down, up, what it was, but it is higher than. Keeps beating their estimates every time now for some reason. That's going to take us out here probably 150, but like I said, hey, had a green trade, got a little bit of it back. All accounts are still accounted for.
Nice wick here off the orb low.
CBD is negative 5,400.
Tide didn't really budge on any of that. So market's whacking out, but Tide said, all right, whatever.
Yeah, I don't even begin to know what to do right this second.
Yeah. Looking over, just kind of browsing around, see if anything sticks out the side. Yeah, nothing really.
Tesla's holding up.
Yeah.
But the rest of the Mag 7's down. Energy's looking pretty good, and banks are looking really strong. Well, I say really strong. They're all up. And you got healthcare. None of healthcare is up 1.3% already today. So
United is a big player in the indexes.
Yep.
Dow and SPY. So you got let's go down to the sectors. So tech is your laggard, down 1%. Everything else is green. Wow. Okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah, let me refresh that. Make sure that makes sense. Yep. So premium wise, why did they move my premium?
They updated on you?
I think so.
I hate when they do an update and you can't figure out where your stuff was.
I don't know where my stuff is. Let's see if it's over here. Let's see if we can find it on the holdings. Nope. All right. Well, we'll have to find that later. SPY holdings, you got put volume kind of decreasing. They're getting a little bit of a spike here. Yeah, I mean, this is par for the course for today, right? Just no real direction giving us one way or the other.
Yeah, well, I'm glad we made something off that trade. We didn't lose. We didn't lose. Made $150. We got our today's loss down to a manageable level. We could definitely get this back green for the day if we want to do this enough. But basically, it will give us a trend, and we can go with the trend at that point. I think it was after the stream. Roy texted me or something. We were talking and made a valid point yesterday, waiting 15 minutes after open before he starts taking the first trade.
Yeah.
And then my response kind of back was, yeah, you either got to wait or you got to be early pre-market.
Yep.
Because the open is just unpredictable here lately. It doesn't give you a direction. I mean, hell, you look at there's the opening candle
Yeah.
this morning. I mean, it tells you absolutely nothing. So I would not be a bit surprised though if we just grind this baby down the rest of the day. And if it gives us a good indicator, we could actually. So we're just going to use a line to make it easy. So trend line, we had a trend going. You can see we broke the trend, came back, retested, broke, ran down. Now we have, actually go a little further now, get this trend down. You can see we've never really closed above it. So you would look for this trend to continue. That's a pretty steep trend, so you could actually move it a little. Well, you want to go out like that, you don't really catch much that way, but that would actually be a good channel there, to be honest with you.
And you got these wicks down at the bottom. Keep popping up during the lows.
Yeah, you got to be careful there. But you're getting with like this candle's the same.
Mm-hmm.
This candle you got a long lower wick. This one's giving you indecision so far. It's early, right? But right now it's giving you indecision candle, which if it indecision or anything up, you would think you get a reversal.
Mm-hmm.
The question is, do you get reversal and come back here and then reject back down?
Right.
If you look at your all your EMAs, look at your VWAP, they're all going down in the same direction as the channel's going. So
Mm-hmm.
and these will start to get steeper. This is definitely a downtrend with VWAP. I mean, right now, as long as we stay below VWAP, the old rule is still in place. Short anything below VWAP, and then if you break it, that's when you go get you a long. But as long as we're below, we short. I don't like this short here though. Probably should.
Yeah, I got about a minute and a half on this candle, so it's not going to reach the volume of the previous candle, obviously, with
No, volume is
data,
gone.
but yeah.
Volume is gone. I mean, look at the volume we had on data within
Yeah.
20.
Yeah.
So yeah, we are. Volume is done. Everybody is logged off for the week now, and I don't even know if you have interns trading right now. I think this is strictly algos on something set up. But as long as I hold this trend down, if you get close to it, I would like to short it. Now you're going to point eventually it's going to break out, but good thing. But does it just continue this down till say 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, and you get all your power hours? You get everybody to come in to close out the week. Is there going to be anybody there to close out the week? That's the question.
Yeah, kind of a boring. I mean,
Look, oh, honestly, this would be a day if you're trading micros or you
yeah.
have a lot of room to play with. You set you a short and you just ride it out all day,
Here's
not day.
here's your tide. You see call premium dropping, put premium rising above the zero line. This is the holdings, and your put volume is rising. And then you've got the same kind
Well,
of
if I
look.
took that short, there's the move. I mean, I hate when I call it and don't take it, then it does it. That move
Yeah.
there was from 32 all the way down to 27. So 5-point move.
Mm.
250 per contract. Sickening. But now you gotta wait till I come back up here and see if it breaks this high. I mean, you can look, we're ever so slightly now since this candle, pretty much making lower highs. We did get a little break here. We couldn't break that one. But you can play it candle by candle. So if it comes up as long as that line, let's change this color since we're change it to red. So that way, if it comes back up, you can play that rejection. Anything below it, you can go short. Roy Easy just got me those exact 5 points, but on MES, you're kind of perfect. Good job. Now, Roy, we're going to draw one there. And we're going to wait on that one. That one's still early.
Yeah, it's a pretty early candle.
But I still like it short.
Orders stacking anywhere?
Yeah, I mean, look here. You got these orders stacking down here on the low side, way down low a day. And you got some iceberg orders down here. Not really a lot stacking on the top side.
Here's your tide. We'll flip to that in the SPY holdings. I mean, it's still just going to the downside.
250 green and short. I think I'll leave it there. Good job, Dirty Harry.
Nice job. Yeah, I mean, you escaped today with a green day. You're doing good. Doing
Absolutely.
real good.
Oh man, I hate myself right now. Yeah, you know I lie. I don't ever hate myself. I didn't take that trade though. Hate I didn't take that trade. Taking it more every second.
I was able to. I took a short there.
Good job. Everybody got it but me, huh?
$350 on a PA.
Everybody got it but me.
The other guys haven't
CBD
traded.
is negative 7,000.
I think now you're looking at the pre-market low. Basically, going to be that can hold.
Yeah. At 24. I'm watch that 25 here because that's you can see that 25 has been a nice spot.
Yeah.
See, I've never set up a good candle by candle.
Yeah.
That one didn't. All right, now we got to be patient. I'm going to work these back to green somehow. Somehow we will get it back to green.
So you had you had a cross on tide here on the general market. So this is the general market that's been really in favor of calls all day is now in favor of puts. And there's your SPY holdings that have just been very consistent with puts all day. So now you have both tides pointing down. It doesn't mean we're going to go down. That's just one indicator there. So probably in a fade the rip kind of environment here. All of Mag 7 is red. Yeah, I think the big one, I'm going to guess that SPY is under 600 now. Let me see. Yeah, so SPY
negative 72.
SPY has now broken under 600. It's 599.81.
So, yeah, so watch this. If we can get this break here on 25, we could have a serious mover here on the hands.
SPX is approaching 6,000. It's at 6,008, dropping down. So yeah, we got a little bit of room still left for SPX to get to 6,000. And these are these are more psych levels than they are true levels, but yeah, the 60-25 on ES is important. We'll flip back
as
over
you
to
can see, it's holding.
Tide. You've got general market Tide continuing to drop, call volume continuing to drop, and puts are rising here. So I lean that if this breaks, or even if it bounces, it could get a retest of the 8 ribbon here and then rejection. But these are pretty nasty candles leading into this. So
Yeah, just think about still holding that original short.
I know. But again, still holding that 25. So you can't.
Holding like a champ.
This though, I mean, now put premium is above the zero line general market, and there's just no signs of life here. But the problem here is the minute calls get a little bit of volume or a little uptick, this thing can rip back up pretty quick and hit a stop.
CBD is negative 9,000.
Oh,
Negative 9,500. It just popped 500.
mm,
You got to watch it. It's build 97, 10,000, 10.2. Oh, it got the break. Just couldn't go all the way down with it. Couldn't hold it.
couldn't hold it. So now you got a nice wick up. And this is what we were worried about, right? So now you're looking at any sort of rejection spots.
I think this is a fake out, but I could be wrong.
Right. So Tide, you had that little flattening out, little uptick, and the same here, little uptick, and it goes boom.
Yeah, I think, like I said, I think it was a fake out.
I think it's a fake out too.
There was enough fake out. I started to take it there and I didn't. I should have. Still a little too wicky for me to be taking a chance on XFA here.
It got to the bottom of the Bollinger and rejected at 28.50. So it also went through the orb low and hasn't held that. So the orb low is 27.75. No puts on dropping on general market here on that move up. Same problem, same thing on holding. So
Yeah, CBD popped 10.5. It's negative 98 now. So negative 97. The VIX is doing just stupid stuff over there too. So good luck. Good luck. Good luck.
let's see.
All these stupid moves out of nowhere is what gets me.
Yeah.
Like we got this pot. Watch it come all the way back down to 25 now.
Yeah, I mean, it could get all the way up to 30 and then do a rejection spot, but it's battling the orb low right now. Your market Tide.
It's a decent little uptick there, but not there. Just your puts are leaning down a little there.
Yeah, so you're getting a wait and see moment.
Yeah.
I'm kind of with you though. It does feel like a fake out. But low volume, anything can switch. Look at Apple.
We've actually had more volume this time than we had in a minute, though.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
So Apple's pushing, but then flip side, Nvidia died down another 3%, 132. You got Micron under 100 following Nvidia's lead. AMD down another 2%. Yeah, Apple's the one.
Well, we said it a minute ago too. You look at United Healthcare is holding it up. Apple's
Mm-hmm.
holding it up. United Healthcare is kind of one that's not in the Mag 7, but it's like you said, it's a big,
Yeah.
big deal in the sector. So we're in the group. So there's a reason it's on my watch list over here, so I can look at it whenever I want to look at it.
Yeah. Here's SPX. I mean, you're getting a trend down. You're maybe potentially getting a little bit of a reversal candle in the last candle. You're at 60.10. So, and all the sectors are strong, like you had mentioned. So it's gonna take one of the sectors to kind of snap, really. Here's your.
Yeah,
I mean, tech's big enough though to if tech wants to move down, it's gonna drag everything down.
yeah, tech is the deal. That's the one you definitely have to pay attention to. But like I said, let's go back to your holdings. Let's look at that real quick. I want to see the whole.
Oh, you don't see the
sector.
sectors?
Yeah,
Sectors.
sector. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. Good.
All right. Well, if you notice now, so you had technology and the consumer. That
Discretionary.
was flat
Yeah.
a minute ago. So now you look, it's coming down negative a little bit. The communications coming back. Heck, your healthcare has come back a little bit there. You see it didn't move down and pop back up. But
Mm-hmm.
that energy is one to pay attention to. You got a few in the energy sector in the oil side of it starting to see a little weakness on those. So if you see that energy come in line with it or any of that come in line start turning red, we could definitely get a major drop. My God, CBD is negative 10,500.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Well, there's your call premium just dropped. Put premium just rose on general market,
I just can't take a short down here.
and then you got a similar scenario here. So I did expect a bit more of a jump off of that 25. I thought we'd at least get to the 8. Didn't quite get there, and no, there it goes. So now
we took a short in the combine just because I had
testing.
to scratch that itch and I used the combine to scratch that itch with. So
Hey,
I'm
that's what
risking
they're.
675 to make 1,000. So pretty much a 2-to-1 risk reward. And we're gonna let it play out. I'm not touching it until cows come home. Negative 12,000 CVD.
Slight uptick on those calls, which is probably why you're seeing the little bounce there. But again, does not suggest a sustained move. These wicks are showing up, but as you can see, the wicks start showing up lower each time. So
Yep.
they are kind of staircase stepping this down.
We're gonna take one. I took one short.
Yeah.
And if we break this 25, I think we can get to 6,000. So we're going to put our take profit down around 6,000 on one lot. This is what I was talking about earlier. If you just feel the need and you got a little room, I took it on all these. But I mean, look how much room it gives you on one. You get a 10-point move.
Yeah.
We're staying within this. I'm going to trail this down. Probably go like half of that. So we're risking $250. We can make. I don't think we'll hit this down here. We're going to put one at 6,001. So that would actually, if it hits our take profit, we go to $1,325 trade on one lot. 25's holding still though.
Flip back over to
And then we'll
tie.
trade if it starts to run, we'll trade a little bit.
Yeah,
We're not going to. So
a little downtick in puts, a little downtick in calls, slight uptick in the market. But here's the thing: is your SPY is now under 600. So if SPY can hold under 600, you could just see that, like Monty said, just that trail down. Little spurts down, then a spurt up, then a spurt a little bit lower, and then a spurt back up, and then
yeah, it's 25 level. Here we go. Let's get the break and close below it. We got too much time on this candle though. You can see it went to the exact same spot. We've hit this spot 4 times now. Hit it here, 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 here. That is 6024.25.
oi, there you go.
Oh,
Well, just took me out. All right, I got.
we're gonna take it to. I don't know if I should take it to break even now. Yet we're gonna leave it at break even. Probably should left it where it was, to be honest with you. But negative 14,200 CVD. Let's see if it can hold this though. My gosh, don't go back above 25.
It hit my take profits. So I got 700 on the other guys, and then I got 200 on XFA. So
Good job.
that, that felt nice. Yeah, what you could look here is a retest of the 25 and a rejection.
Could. Negative 14.6.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing really pointing to much strength here. So I flip back over
If
to.
it takes me out, I'll add back. But I took one. I'm guaranteed 125 bucks on one lot.
Wow.
Not multiple lots, one lot. This is not an all-in trade. Even though right now, if I'd have went all in, would be sitting really nice. If I'd have went 3, we'd be back to even, and it would actually be green on the day. How about that? But you know what? You live and you learn.
Yeah.
I love it.
There's your tide. So there's your general market. Now starting to separate the spaghettis. The trend's starting to show itself. The trend has been showing itself on holdings, and as you've seen, the market has followed this trend down. But you're getting now call premium drying up pretty quick, put premium
I might need
rising,
to delete this channel.
and
I got the channel I might need to delete real quick. Looks like it might come back and take me out here. Hit my stop. My trail, I'm pretty close there. It's okay. We'll look to re-enter if we do. I kept it consistent. I was keeping about $250 gap between the two. So
yeah.
which is 4 points pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, you're getting a nice battle here.
Well, yeah, I mean, you look over here at book map. 20 is a level. 20 right below 20. So you got here 20, then you got these right below 20. You got a cluster here. It's got a lot to go through. Now you can start to see these orders move down. So that's something to watch. But we're gonna let it play out. We're gonna do what it does, and that's all we can do with it.
So I know there's not an exact science to all this, but moving your take profit down, is it more just a feeling? I mean, obviously you're not really candle by candle at this point. You're at the bottom of the low there, right? So at what point
Yeah.
would you move it down lower, or would you just leave it there for for a
No,
good
we
time.
have to get another breakdown. I'm just
Yeah.
right now. I'm so if you see we got down here, which
Hmm.
is 60, that's 2050.
Hmm.
We're at 24, so I'm keeping about a 4 point stop
Gotcha.
from the low. Uh, Now if we get down here and we start running, we break this. I go level. Like ideally, I would like to go to we break down. I'd probably go to this next level down here.
Hmm.
We can break down. Yeah, we get to a point where I try to get on level. So right here, I've got it right on that low.
Hmm.
And my thought process is if it does break and I get taken out, it's going to give me a pretty quick re-entry if it comes right back.
Right.
So I go on and guarantee money, then I can. But if it keeps going, I'm good.
Right.
Right.
Right. See, like what I would normally do here, and this is why I kind of talking this out, is I would move that take profit to the top of the candle of the current candle, which
Yeah. No,
is
so
it
you
always
never go
pops
on
me.
your current account. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, ideally, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Ideally, you would have your stop would be this candle here, the top of
Yeah.
this candle, and then as long as we keep, the trend we're on, and once this candle closes, if it closes down here, you can move it to this one then.
Hmm.
And I might do that. I might start doing candle to candle, but eventually, what you'll see, let's just look overall. If we'd have got in, let's say we got in short here, right? This candle right here was taking you out because it closed above it. This candle was taking you out.
Hmm.
But then this candle was taking you out right above it. But look, it went right back to our move.
Right.
So you got to be careful playing that candle to candle thing.
Hmm. Hmm.
The ideal situation would be is leave yourself every other candle. So you would move it. So like right now, I would have it here, and then this next one closed. I wouldn't automatically go here. I'd wait for the following candle to go before I went to this one.
Gotcha. Thank you.
And that way you can trail it. It's a little safer way. Right now, I'm just guaranteeing profit. So I don't want to put it up here, which if I put it up on this one, well, now I'm guaranteeing $50. I don't like that.
Yeah.
Let me guarantee at least 150 with the fees and everything. That's what it gets it back. So, and it might take us out, and it might not. We got a minute, 2 minutes on this candle. CBD is still negative 15,000, but it's the orders below are kind of scattered. Like I said, till you get to 6,000, 59.90 below, right below 59.95, 59.90, 59.85 is getting some traction now too. Ideal situation is this damn thing, we just trail it down just like this, and this is all the heat we take, and we close way down here around the 6,000, but it might take us out here. Yep. So you had room to it right there.
Yeah.
So now I'm gonna watch this 25 area,
Hmm.
and it might not even give me the 25 area. I should have went with 2 there and scaled one out early anyway, but still, that's all right. Neither here nor there.
You
CBD has come back a little bit, so
need to get a quick win.
hey, give me 2 seconds. I need to walk, stand up,
Yep.
because I'm ready
Gotcha.
to go right back into a short, and I don't need to go right back into a short. I need to just step back. So everybody watching this is the mental part of trading. If I sit here, I'm gonna take a trade. If I get up and walk off for a second, I'll be fine. So
All right. I got
give me
you.
2 minutes, Roy. Run through some stuff.
Look at market tide. This is the general market. You're seeing a little pop here in calls, which probably coincided to that move that hit Monty's stop, or his take profit, I should say. Or not really, sorry, his stop. The market holdings are still in the position of puts, right? So your SPY is well below now 600. You're trending down. Um, it's just not a. Oh yeah, we probably should have taken that short. Um, so now you're seeing a breakdown. We're getting a 60-20 test here shortly. And we'll probably see some sort of buying at 60-20. But how fast and how much is always the question. The interesting thing here is Apple pushed higher and is holding a bit. So it's kind of has a little bit of a bull flag look to it on a 5-minute. So keeping an eye on Apple. If Apple does break down with the rest of the market, you could see that move all the way down to 6010, 60 6,000 possibly on ES. Nvidia is trending down, has a little green candle formation here, but very weak week for Nvidia. Microsoft is a mess. I mean, this is the definition of chop. This is just grinding up and down, up and down, up and down. No real direction here on Microsoft. It is down 0.5%, but and you are getting a little bit of a breakdown here on ES. Sorry if I keep flipping back around. Just trying to keep an eye on it as I got a wick down to 1925. Yesterday or below. Was that yesterday's? Yeah, 60.15. So could possibly be headed there now that we've broken the orb high. 60.1925 now, setting new lows, and it's breaking down. So you did get that rejection at 25. Right about 24.
I forgot about the combine I had over
there. Hey, look at that.
Yeah. We are $629 away from passing this combine now.
All right.
Yeah. CBD's gone to negative 17,000. I wish I still had my one lot back.
Well,
I guess I shouldn't have taken a walk. I should have just went straight back short.
I think hindsight, of course, is you kind of scaled way down to one, whereas if you had two, you would have had one runner.
Yeah.
So.
So now we need some kind of move back up to be able to do anything with shortage, man. This thing is drilling now, boy.
Yeah. Oy, that's where you don't chase, but man, if Tide was telling us the whole day. Tide was telling us the holdings were really showing it. And then once the general market, you kind of got that separation here. I think that was the moment, which I think you did enter a short at that moment.
Yeah.
It just didn't hold it long enough. Whoa.
Yeah, watch out here. If it breaks 10, uh-oh. They got a lot of orders at 10. If it breaks 10, this thing's gone.
For those that play it, the 5-day moving average is 6,003.
Oh my God. Why are you a goober?
Those are you came back too soon. I was going to say it while you were gone.
You should have said it. Well, I went going long this time.
Yeah.
I just need to get up and get some fresh air and come back and regroup myself.
Interesting, as this move is happening, Bitcoin is continuing to rise. So there's your kind of separation a bit.
This retest here might be a spot for a short now.
That zone, yeah. So I believe that coincides with the orb low of yesterday. Yeah. So the orb low of yesterday was 60.15.50.
Well, they keep moving it below me.
I'm just distracting myself now with Twitter so I don't chase this.
Yeah, I'm going to get in one here for the fill. Only one. CBD's negative 19,000. Dirty Hair said I couldn't sit out. I doubled down. Surprisingly good morning. Good job.
Nice job.
That is the degenerate coming out in you, sir.
He's getting the itch. He's getting the itch.
Well, let me tell you, it's a long road from here.
Well, we talked about this a few streams ago. We talked about this. The skill of being able to look at a chart and say, "Ooh," is also a curse. So it's a now. I mean, now you've gotten a pretty good move down. So Monty entered a short here that I like. It's at the zone, but
Oh, I don't know why I'm in this one though. I'm in the wrong big one. I need 600 here.
and you've got Apple kind of curling down a bit. Let me flip over to my screen while you manage that. And so your general market's high. You got puts ticking down a bit right at the 0 line, which you're seeing that little pop in the market and
Hey,
little
you got
downtick in
CBD.
puts.
CBD is building to the negative side on this move up, just so you know.
Oh wow! So you've got
Yeah, negative 19.
I think it's really Apple that's holding this thing together, and obviously United Health and the other sectors. But oh, Apple, I mean, with it just a green candle there, pushed the market back up. So everything else is kind of taking a beating, really. Microsoft's chart is just disgusting. I mean, that is just chop central. But it is pushing up a little bit on this candle. Nvidia is weak, but has it found its bottom at 132? That's a strong move up on ES. I mean, it has erased that candle. So now, is it going to test the yesterday low, where actually your original stop was, Monty?
CBD 19,000. Negative 19,000. CBD is not convinced this is the move here.
Yeah, and you'll see flow wise, you're not seeing this drastic change, except just a little tick down in puts. So you did see some buyers definitely step in at that level, that yesterday or below 60.15. Yeah, you're in a bit of an oversold spot on the RSI, which is a lagging indicator that could translate. But this is a bullish candle. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, it's not as bullish you think it is.
Well, 8-point move.
Yeah, but just
It's
you're looking just at
continuation.
the candle
Yeah.
alone. Yes,
Yeah.
I'm telling you where orders are building. Orders are building to the negative side still. Negative 19.2.
So it is testing that red ribbon
We were
on the
negative
8.
19.2 here.
Mm.
It only went to negative 19.
And here's your red ribbon test on the bottom. Bollinger and the 8 are coincided with one another. That Bollinger is bent down and VWAP is bent down. So Monty is correct that the trend is still intact, and this candle could reverse in a jiffy. Still got 90 seconds on the candle.
Yeah, CBD still negative 19,000. I think you're getting a look at the volume here. There's no volume on this candle.
Mm.
You look at the volume before where you
Yeah.
had to push
Yeah.
down. Yeah, this is, in my opinion, this is a fake out. Even knowing if you were playing candle by candle, you're like, hey, this is a phenomenal candle by candle, but I don't think so. Could be wrong.
Well, here's
Been
your
wrong before.
retest of your low, and it rejected there. Your pre-market low. So this is an important spot right here.
Mm-hmm.
Reject for him. Apple has gone green, is now 0.1% up.
I see that. Apple is
And
one of the Googles.
yeah.
Which Google is the main Google?
I believe Google L. So
So they're
Google.
so similar. I mean,
Yeah. Coin back at 310. All right. Swing's not looking so bad now. Have you been watching Dixie's chart, by the way?
I have no.
Yeah, I know you're in a trade, but I'll show you that. So Dixie's
Oh,
been
wow.
on a wild ride. Let me go to a 1 hour. Yeah, 106. I mean, that's a pretty drastic drop off from its 108 Friday, 3 days
Yeah.
ago. So gap down and gap up, and it's just been trending down. I mean, it was 107.50 on Monday, and just continues to kind of um, grind lower. So I honestly, the Dixie has confused me over the last few months. I'm not sure what that means for the market, but just something to keep an eye on.
Well, used to, if you traded gold, you had the Dixie chart up. And I don't know if it's still running the same, but if Dixie popped, gold was dropping. If gold, I mean, just vice versa. Now they've been kind of similar. So,
Yeah, they kind of run in the same circle. Get
but used to,
little
you could pretty much do the opposite of what was going on there, and you were safe.
good times. So got to the red ribbon, last candle. Rejected so far.
Still holding 19.3, negative 19.3. Where we're at.
Yeah, you're tied. You got call premium did pop up on general market tide and ate away some of that put volume. Similar
Yeah, we had
story
that
on
move.
holdings.
Makes sense.
So you're still at 599.35. So still got a ways for 600 on SPY. It feels like it's the end of the week, but technically it's not the end of the week. So your options, 0 DTEs are in play. Nothing
Yeah.
more.
I guess, is the option market open Friday?
Yes. Yeah. SPX got down below 6,000 and then found its buyer. So that where could be your somewhat of support that you saw is SPX at 6,000.
So, yeah, everybody else that is, if you are trading today, the rest of the day, remember the CME, if you're going to trade any the rest of the week, half day tomorrow, 12 o'clock, 12:15 on Friday is close. 12:15. Don't know why you get 15 extra minutes on that day, but
Yeah,
you get 15 extra minutes on Friday.
it's Central Time for all
Central.
people. Central Time. So getting a move down here
Well,
on SPX, and that
kind of
should
like Michael Watak used to say, if you're trading futures, you need to be on Chicago time anyway, because that's what everything's based off of there.
yeah. He's just trying to get away from East Coast bias.
I mean, the exchange is in Chicago, so
I know.
it's that.
And look at money coming in hot.
Yeah, we're not hot yet, but we're coming in. We can get those bad boys green would be great for a day. If I could get this thing passed, it would be phenomenal. But we're we got to go down there to get it. So because we're still only in one. I need these to come on back. I need this to come down at least to the low of the day. And if it takes that low out, oh boy, CBD's fixing to go to negative 20,000.
Whoa.
Whoa is right. You see the trades I'm in. This is it. This is it for the day. Love to turn these bad boys green. That would make the weekend phenomenal. Come to the Grove Friday. Give you a free beer, everybody. Now we can break this back. Now we got to break this down.
Could get a push up to the 8 and then one more rejection. 8 or 9, I think it's
It's an 8 on my chart.
8. Ooh,
I used
nice.
an 8. That's
Nice.
yeah. I need a little more out of it. Come on, come on, come on. Break the low, break the low, break the low, break the low. 20,100, 500, 20,500. Going for 21,000. Oh, you dirty dog. I knew I should have deleted that level out, that zone. Oh, I gotta go get some propane filled today, tanks filled for the. Like I said, this will be our first time cold game. We're gonna need heaters. Gonna need heaters. I'm not a fan.
Cold.
Yep.
So you're getting, here's your tide update. You've got
Ooh.
calls dropping, market dropping, puts slightly rising under the 0 line though, and then puts starting to curl up again, calls curling down, market curling down, put volume though did spike a little bit in calls favored, but it's still heavily in puts favor. So
Wasn't paying attention earlier. Dirty Harry said got a scratch, and we were talking about that itch.
Yeah.
He found, and then wait for the zone. Says Happy Thanksgiving, gents. Happy Thanksgiving, to everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving. Yeah, we're
Remember, this is what we're doing today is definitely something to be thankful for.
Absolutely. It's one of the best and worst things that can happen, but overall it's an incredible journey to trade and to know this stuff, and just every day you learn something new.
Yep.
Every day.
Roy, do you have your you got your picks ready yet?
I do.
We're about to run out of time here, so why don't we go and run through your picks real quick?
All right, let me slide that one over. Where are we going?
If you ready, we can.
All right.
Oh wow! I didn't see what I
Yeah.
forgot, did I?
All right. So let me fly over here. Whoa. This one screen thing's killing me, man. All right, let's do this.
Imagine.
We got the
Wow.
Vikings -2 at the Cardinals. That's a early game. It's the 12 o'clock Central for the Vikings. The Cardinals are traveling, so I'm going Vikings -2. They're at home. The NCAA picks. I'm in Kentucky, so I'm going Kentucky -1 in their rivalry game versus Louisville, and I'm going Texas A&M +5.5 versus Texas. Not to win, but I think they do keep it close and they do cover. Um, Personally, I don't think I'm not that impressed with Texas, and then Texas A&M laying an egg, losing a heartbreaker at Auburn. I think they right the ship. I like their coach a lot, Elko. He was really good at Duke. So those are my
Yeah,
picks.
he was really dumb. He
Yeah,
gave Auburn Baltimore material. You cannot say the stuff you say. Like you can't say,
yeah,
"Oh yes, we've been preparing for Texas." I mean Auburn.
right.
Like don't be
Yeah,
a dumbass. There was no
he
sense in saying that. He was trying to be cute, and it backfired. I like Louisville against your Kentucky pick.
okay. All right. All right. I
I
I
don't hate this. I don't hate your A&M pick.
yeah.
I don't like betting on rivalry games. Period. I know both of these are rivalry games, so
Yeah, when in Rome. I mean, there was some others that came up in like the little analytics thing I was looking through, and I was like, I can't pick Tulsa versus FAU.
yeah.
There's a level of degeneracy I can't go down publicly. I have to do that privately. So let's run down Mag 7 before we sign her off. So we've got
uh,
ES is battling a bit, as we know. We've been following. Wow, look at, I didn't even realize this. NQ's down 240 points, down 1%.
yeah.
Wow. I mean, I know we said that the technology sector was getting hit, but I didn't really put it all together. Apple was having a little bit of a bull flag up here, but it looks like that could be breaking down to a downside. So Apple's back red. Nvidia is just getting pummeled. 3% for anyone that's long-term investors and what have you. Nvidia could be approaching some good levels. So chart it, take a
Once
look.
in a lifetime opportunity.
Microsoft. Wow, Microsoft did break out of its chop. Is now breaking down to the downside, down almost 1%. Google, just kind of chopping around, not really doing much. Amazon drop and it's kind of holding, but it looks like a little bit of a bear flag following on that. Meta, same situation, drop, kind of holding, looks like a bear flag forming on that. Tesla, same situation. It actually already had a little bit of a bear flag drop down, and now it could be forming another one. Coin, doing coin things all over the place. Poor AMD, just getting pummeled. Can't get any traction. Can't get any momentum. Micron following Nvidia's lead is getting pummeled. Bitcoin not following tech's lead and is rising from its bottom. So it's now at 95,800. My little long actually worked out. I got $150 in the paper trading account on TradingView. Having fun with that. Oh, reminder, this is not an endorsement, but it is just advice. TradingView's Black Friday deal. Make sure you do that. I know we mentioned it yesterday, but it's a great service. Support good services. 6,000 on SPX, as we're testing right now. You could see that breakdown happening. Gold, had a drop, could be flying up. Just all sorts of fun stuff happening. I mean, MicroStrategy, if anyone's trading that, have fun. And that thing has been on a wild ride the last few weeks. Up, down, left, right, center. So be safe, guys. We are not going to be trading. I guess I can confidently say Monty and I will not be trading the next 2 days.
Nope.
So be safe, scale down, know what you're going up against, know your environments. As far as that, everybody have a wonderful Thanksgiving. It's been a good week.
Yep, absolutely. Thank you, hey guys. So we are going to Thanksgiving. I do want to say I'm thankful for, of course, our Discord that kind of brought me and Roy together so we could start doing this. Thanks for all you guys watching. We couldn't done any of this without you. Our subscribers are growing. We're still growing every day. So thank you for all you do. We appreciate it. We appreciate you guys that do tune in every day and the ones that rewatch it and all of you. Just thankful that you're all here and just give us the opportunity to do what we do on a daily basis and not have to stress and worry about everything. So being full-time guys just kind of helps us get on and just kind of keeps us accountable and just appreciate it. And Roy, I appreciate you taking a leap of faith, coming out here with me and starting this venture. I know you got some other things you're working on, but we are come a long way from when the Discord started to where we are now. So I don't know if we'd ever be here, but here we are. We play every day. We get to do this for a living. It's the greatest job in the world to me. I get all the freedom I need, and I make good money, and I'm just happy every day. So thank you all. You don't know how much I appreciate you, but I appreciate you so much. So thank you. That's it. All I got.
Appreciate it, guys. Thank you. And Monty, same. It's been awesome. You've given me the confidence to do this full time, and we're having a good time every morning. So I look forward to every day waking up trading. So we appreciate it, guys. And happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Monday.
See you.